All right. Should be good. I hope we straight.
And the voice.
Check, check. You got your mic?
Yeah.
All right.
Turned it on, huh? Yeah, it's
Uh,
green. It is
there we
green.
go. We're back. What's up, y'all? Buddha MOT back again.
Back in the flesh.
It's been a while, but it's a big night tonight.
Football's fixing to slam. Not to say fixing to start. Got a couple more months,
A
2-3
month,
months.
but
Yeah, a couple months.
Draft night.
Basketball, baseball just started. Basketball,
Baseball.
they in playoffs right now. So looking forward to getting some NFL back in our lives,
Absolutely. I haven't been watching a lot of sports, but
we start doing some more shows.
Been doing some betting. Me and old Daniel Brown. Shout out to Daniel if he's watching.
Down there in Mississippi.
Supposed to be watching. But yeah.
Shout out to
killing them baseball.
No shit. Man, and I really never got into baseball betting, but
yep.
Never really did. Shout out to my boy Eric in Carrizo Springs.
Carrizo
owns his own bar and grill down there. He's one of my homeboys. Sponsor of the show now. Gave me this nice little jersey made for us. I got you one coming.
Hell yeah. Shout out to
you
got some more.
All they had was extra large. I know you take a 3X.
And I know that ain't no extra fucking large either.
So I got you one coming too.
But hey, shout out to the legend Hillary Domain and the future legend Tyler
Noblock. Tyler's been sending texts.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this last night, but
at Renee's. Shout out to Jamie.
Yep, Renee's bar downtown Thibodaux. Hillary had a work meeting at the last minute, so
Tyler had soccer for his little girl.
Yeah, Tyler coaches his little girl soccer.
It's kind of hard to do on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
during the week, it's kind of hard to get everybody.
And we were just gonna not do it, and then you called me up.
Here we are.
A couple hours ago and said,
"Got to do the draft. Got to do it. Anything that starts off the NFL."
You know, as always, we'd love to have the two legends with us, but we're gonna do this one solo and hope we make them proud.
Absolutely.
Saints got some Saints news. Some
a lot of news.
Craziness with Derek Carr. All of a sudden, he might need season-ending surgery on his shoulder.
I think it's sort of like a Drew Brees injury too, right?
I didn't really look on it.
And we got what? We got 2 years left. 2 years left with Carr.
I think it'd be easy to get rid of him after this year. Easier.
Yeah.
But let's see. Issue with his shoulder. Hoping to get some resolution and clarity on that in the near future. And when we do, I'll report back to you. Otherwise, I don't have any more to state about Derek. Mickey Loomis. That don't sound good.
Yeah.
That's reading it.
Right.
So I can imagine what it looked like when he actually said that.
And I guess that's gonna reflect a little bit on my draft because Kellen Moore's coming in. He wants to win. It's his first year. He wants to win. And right now we're dealing with Jake Haener. Yeah, dealing with Jake Haener and Spencer Rattler, and we saw Rattler play. I mean, he's got potential and all that stuff, but as we all know, I don't think he's the quarterback that we need.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them have it. That it factor. Like nobody knows how to explain that, but I know what I mean when I say that it factor. Like he just don't. I don't know. Neither one of them, Rattler or Haener. Definitely not even Carr. Like I said that when we signed him. I just didn't see it, and y'all laughed at me. But hey, once again, I was right.
Yeah, we was talking about that. we was talking about that last night at the bar. Shout out to Dean and Doc and all them at the bar last night, and You know, look, when the Saints were healthy, our first 3 games, Cat threw for 9 touchdowns, 900 something yards in 2 games. So Derek Carr had the potential. And then
Any
of course with injuries and all that stuff, it all fell off. But then, um, you think you think this injury was from when it was the second to last game? I think when he tried to
oh yeah, it's
when he
possible.
tried to he did that freaking flip trying
But
to get the first down.
I did see something
Ended up
on.
tearing up his. I knew he tore up his wrist. And
I did read something about it. It was something from 2023.
really,
So
so it's been an
I don't
injury.
know. So we got that going on. Who knows what's gonna happen with that?
I think after the draft tonight, then you'll probably see a little bit more information on
I
Derek
think we'll
Carr.
know
Yeah, if Mickey Loomis is gonna
because
come
if they
out or
go
whatever.
quarterback,
Yep, they're gonna pretty much say this is why we
then
did
we know
this,
right away.
or you know. Uh, but the way it sounds like, yeah, I do agree, Pooh. It looks like he's done. If he has shoulder surgery, he's done for the year. Of course,
Oh yeah,
just
definitely,
like an Achilles.
definitely. If they had surgery, he's done. Let's see any other Saints news like big. I mean, I guess that's the biggest. Um,
Oh, we did bring in some free agents. We got Reed, the safety that came in from the
yeah,
Chiefs. I thought was a great pick. Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks is back. Hey,
Yeah, I didn't like that, Pooh, but
if he can, if it's cheap and he can still get over the
yeah,
top every now and then, be a
I
good,
think we
be
ended
a
up.
good compliment to
I think
Sheed.
I think we ended up signing Brandon Cooks for what 2 years, 10 mil. I think it
Yeah,
is.
it wasn't much.
Saints
No,
only had what like 26 mil on cap.
yeah,
It wasn't much money at all. And they restructured a few people too. So looks
but
like Cam Jordan's gonna come back, give it one more year.
yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Love Cam, but don't. Uh,
yeah. I think this will be his final year. He'll retire, and then
Ryan
uh,
Ramczak
yeah,
retired.
yeah. Then of
You
course it was
know,
good to see Kamara still come back, and then of course, man, there was a lot of trade talks about Taysom Hill, and to see Taysom come back, and
uh, nobody's trading for him now.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
I wouldn't think so.
we'll be lucky to see him back doing what he was doing last few years.
Hmm.
But that injury he had, that's hard to come back from. So,
Yeah,
but hopefully, come in and finally have a coach and offense coordinator that'll know how to use them and like not just the wildcat quarterback, which gets you 1 or 2 yards and every play and every now and then breaks one.
right.
So I believe in getting him the ball. I don't believe in him running the wildcat quarterback. If that makes sense,
Yeah, absolutely. Uh,
because he's a freaking beast
yeah,
when he gets the ball and gets through that line.
yeah,
But if everybody knows you lined up at quarterback, you running right here or right here, that's easy to defend.
yeah,
But like I said, Ryan Ramczak retired. Been bad knee injury past few years. So hey, he's gonna retire and probably have a pretty easy life.
yeah,
If he did right with his money.
absolutely. On a sad note, Pooh, I hate to bring it up. I knew at one time my brother and yourself had the opportunity to coach this guy when he was a kid. But all our thoughts and prayers go out to Con Lacey and his family. What a tragic man. Uh,
Yeah, I don't. I'm not. I don't talk about it much, but
yeah, what a tragic.
because I knew that kid since he was 10. Love him. I always thought he was a great kid. I know Kenny. I know Candace, and
Yeah,
I love them too. And that's it. That's
yeah.
all I got to say. Like
Our thoughts and prayers are
you
with the
know,
Lacey's family. Yeah,
it's tragedy because I was waiting to see where we would get drafted.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So, any other news before we start our mocks?
That's about it, man. I mean, ain't no need to get no LSU, right?
Nah, nothing
No
really
need for
big over
that.
there yet. So we'll get back into that when we back in the cash fee stash action.
That's it.
So what we're gonna do is we're on this website called NFL Mock Draft Database Simulator, and we're just gonna go through the first round and say who we think is gonna bet, who's gonna be picked, and go from there. You want to say hi? We got a special guest that wants to say hi first, and we got somebody knocking at the door. So,
who's that?
Oh,
that's Todd. Oh yeah, come take a seat. We got another special guest. Got another special guest.
Cat.
Come on in, your T. Say hello to the people.
We got Cat wanted to say hi.
What it do?
How y'all doing? John Harper. Loud. Extraordinaire.
What up, brother?
What up, Bib? What's up, Pooh?
We do our little draft.
Oh, that's right. Got the draft thing going on.
Draft tonight, brother. 7:00.
That's what I'm talking about. I like this shirt.
Like that?
Yeah.
Who to say he ain't like? My pot.
Oh,
so you want to?
Yeah, I know that already.
He's already.
Hey, it just got 1,000 more views because I was in there. Hey,
want some gumbo, brother? I got some gumbo, man.
YouTube about to pay him
That's right. That's right. Yeah. All right. So, like I said, we're gonna go through. We're gonna start this. We're gonna click start, and we're gonna go into our draft pick.
Ready for it? Let's rock. You are on the clock.
So,
is that me or you? We go together, right?
Yeah. Tennessee's on the clock, and everybody knows who they taking. They taking Cam Ward. So I'm gonna click draft.
And I'm going with Cam Ward too. Yeah. I mean, we all know he's one of the tops, of course, and of course Tennessee needs a quarterback. Everything. Obviously, there wasn't much hesitant on that with the Titans when it came to Will Levis. Yeah. Good ball player, but I guess they want to try to take it to another level. So, all right, second
number 2 is the Browns, another team that needs everything pretty much. And a lot of people saying Travis Hunter.
Yep.
So we'll see. What you got?
I'm going Travis Hunter myself.
Well, I'm going with who I think is the best player in the draft, and one who just I think can change your team for the next 5 to 6 years, and the person that I put $5 on tonight to go number 2 at plus 10,000.
Wow!
I just don't see how. If I would pick one, I think I would take him.
Yep.
You ready?
Go for it.
I'm going Ashton Gentry.
Wow.
Number 2 to the Browns. How do you pass that up?
Yeah. I didn't think you could go that route.
He's one of the best running backs to come out of the league in a while.
Yeah.
I'm going with him.
I'm going edge rusher, man. Abdul Carter.
Number 3?
Yeah, number 3. The guys, he's a player, man. And I think with the Giants, they made moves with quarterback and all that stuff. So I think they pretty much solid where they think they need to be as far as on offense. So how can you not pass up on this guy? This guy's a phenomenal player. I think he led with the most pass rush defensive rushers throughout last year for college football. Got a lot of upside, a lot of speed. So I'm going Abdul Carter from Penn State. That's going that route.
All right. Giants need O-line help. So this is a no-brainer for me. Will Campbell, LSU.
We're going number 4. Oh, you went Will? Okay.
Number 3.
All right. No, yep.
All right. The Patriots on the clock.
Yeah, and I'll take that one. So you went Will Campbell at 3. I'm going Will Campbell at 4 for the Patriots. It's a good fit for the team. They need improvement on the offensive line. So I think Will Campbell coming into the Patriots can really help them out with of course Mike Vrabel is there now, and they brought in Josh McDaniels. So I like Will Campbell going to the Patriots at 4.
Patriots need a receiver. So why not take a receiver that could also play defense? I'm going Travis Hunter right here to
Yeah,
the
boy,
Patriots.
you took him at 4. I like that
All
though.
right.
I like it. I like it.
And I forgot. I didn't see what they also grade you when you pick, and I forgot to look. But all right, Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock.
I'll let you go first, Pooh.
They need DBs, wide receivers, O line. That's just. Whew. How can you pass him up? And this was probably my. This was probably my Saints pick. We on. Hold on. Yeah, we're in Jacksonville. This was gonna be my Saints pick. Well, this was my Saints pick in the draft yesterday.
Going D. Oh, cornerback.
So I'm going Will Johnson, Michigan cornerback.
He's one of the best
We're
cornerbacks
going,
out there
He
right
is
now.
the best cornerback in this draft. So Jacksonville.
Nice.
That's what I'm taking.
All
All
right.
right, the Raiders.
No, I didn't pick yet.
Oh, you didn't pick.
So Jacksonville, I'm going, of course. Man, look, at the end of the day, Trevor Lawrence, he needs help. Their offense didn't click last year too good. They had a lot of close games. So they need a little something on the offensive side to give them that pep. This cat right here can play running back. He's basically like a young, bigger Taysom Hill. Play running back, tight end. You can put him in the slot. So I'm going Tyler Warren with Penn State to Jacksonville to give a little bit more spunk to that offense
All right.
out there in Jacksonville.
All right, the Raiders. You go first. We'll switch it up.
The
Switch it
Raiders.
this time.
All right. Well, and I mean, I hate to say it because I know I'm going another route, but I like Shedeur Sanders going to the Raiders. I think, of course, they need a quarterback, and with Tom Brady having a little bit more influential with his money bringing it into the Raiders, and so they did bring in Geno Smith this year.
Yep.
But man, I like Shedeur going to the Raiders because I know Tom Brady and Dion, his dad's got good relations.
Yeah.
So I like Shedeur Sanders actually going in pick 6, man, going to the Raiders.
All right, I like the Raiders taking a receiver. So we're going with the best receiver in the draft so far, or left. And I don't know how to say his name. Titoria McMillan.
Yeah,
Wide
Arizona.
receiver, Arizona.
Yep, nice.
To the Raiders.
Nice.
All right. The New York Jets. And I'll go first this time.
You can go first.
I'm going O-line with the Jets. So we'll go Oman Mimbu.
Missouri.
Tackle out of Missouri.
Yeah, we talked about him last night, and that was one of the things actually Doc Phillip, a.k.a. the Docster, actually brought up that would be a good Saints pick.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So still on my board, which is crazy. Well, not too crazy. But with the New York Jets, man, with them bringing in Justin Fields under center, Breece Hall, he did pretty good. You know, Aaron Rodgers was there last year. Their offense wasn't all that spectacular. They had a couple of injuries too, and but I'm going Ashton Jenkins from Boise State. It's going to give them a little boost. And then with him and Breece Hall, I can be a two-headed monster back there, which open up the pass game for Justin Fields, and then you got a cat like Justin Fields, quarterback, that can outrun out on the pocket, each side of the pocket too. So I'm going Ashton Genty to the Jets.
All right, Carolina Panthers on the clock. Pick 8.
Pick 8.
I'm going defense. They need somebody
Ditto.
that can pressure a quarterback.
Ditto.
So we're going Abdul Carter, edge rusher of Penn State.
Wow. All right, nice. I'm going same way. I'm going DT Pooh. I'm going Mason Graham, junior from Michigan. He can pair up with Derek Brown on each side. Yeah, he's a badass player. So, but the Panthers are opening to a trade, so don't be surprised if the Panthers go in there and try to get some trade down for him. But I like Mason Graham going to the Panthers.
Here we go.
This is it.
Saints on the clock.
Love it.
There is a lot of talk on the internet that the Saints are trying to move up to the number 2 pick. We don't do trades in our draft.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess we could, but there's a lot of sports writers. It's not on a rumor page that the Saints are trying to move up to number 2.
Yeah. Yep. Saw that earlier.
Why?
To Cleveland? It's kind of crazy to me too.
So you want to go first for the Saints, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first for the Saints. I'll go first with the Saints. I mean, we talked about it last night. Of course, we talked about it earlier with Derek Carr's shoulder injury. I like this cat, man. I think, listen, at the end of the day, I put it on text. We need to sell tickets. We don't need to sell Bloody Marys and po' boys. We need to get somebody in there that's going to give us a spunk. It's going to give us some hope. Like when we brought Drew Brees in there, and Drew Brees came in there and played 9 years with us, brought us to the Super Bowl. So with the quarterback situation that we have right now, come on, we all can agree it's pretty much shit and trash right now, right? So Rattler played a little bit last year. I mean, kid got talent, but not to what the winning expectations that we thought that he can bring in. So, man, I like this cat from Ole Miss, man, Jackson Dart. I know everybody was pumped up on Cam and, of course, pumped up on Shador. There's talks about Shador maybe coming down to the Saints. But, man, I like this cat, Jackson Dart. Real physical guy, can run the ball, can put his helmet on you, which, honestly, in the NFL, we don't want that to happen. Can flush out the pocket, throw on the run. And I like this cat, man. Played in the SEC, played against all the tough teams where Shador didn't really play against the tough teams. He did play some tough teams, but not like what Jackson Dart did. And the numbers that he put up, I think with him working on the Moore's progression, I like it. I like Jackson Dart. I'm going Jackson Dart, quarterback from Ole Miss, coming to the Saints.
I'm going defense. Because you can build an offense to score 30 points a game, but if your defense is giving up 31, it don't fucking matter.
I get it.
So you already drafted him, but I'm going with this bad mofo from Michigan, defensive lineman Mason Graham. Boom.
That's a good pick.
The Bears. Show. Let's see who's next. Who's left? I mean,
want me to go first?
Yeah.
All right. So when you had Coach Ben Johnson coming in, we all know what they did in Detroit, right? They had offense, but at the end of the day, their defense pretty much held teams under 24, 25 points a game. So I think with bringing in Ben Johnson from Detroit to Chicago, I think they want to build that O-line, right? They want to have the offense and bring more, I guess, pizzazz. I keep saying that word. Bring that back to the city of Chicago. And I like with Caleb Williams, man, the guy, God, running for his life back there.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna take your pick. Is Armand Medbu. He's the offensive tackle from Missouri. I like him going to the Bears at pick 10.
All right. I am going defense again because the Bears also need somebody that can rush a quarterback. So we're going Jalen Walker, edge, Georgia. And the 49ers are on the clock. 49ers need D-line too. Edge, offensive
They
line.
need defense.
linemen.
They need defense.
They
man.
need
They lost.
linemen.
They lost a lot of key defenders.
Yeah. So let's go another pass rusher. I mean, let's see what defensive lineman. Yeah, that's a big gap. Your defense is only as good as your defensive line, just like your offense is only as good as your offensive line. And you need to pressure quarterbacks, especially in this day and age.
Absolutely.
In a quarterback league, you need to pressure a quarterback. So my pick for the 49ers is Mikael Williams, edge, Georgia.
Nice. All right, Pooh. So they did lose on my pick on this one. They did lose. They did lose some linebackers this year, and of course Fred Warner's still there, which is, he's an OG, right? Guy can still play ball. I think the 49ers are going to try to stay on the defense side. We all know what they did on the offensive side. They still got an offensive game. So I like them going with Jaheed Campbell, the linebacker from Alabama.
Nice.
Cat can play, man. I'm gonna watch him because I guarantee you they draft him. Wherever he goes, but if 49ers draft him, he will probably be a starter his first year. So I like Jaheed Campbell.
All right.
Going to the 49ers.
Cowboys on the clock. Them boys,
what they taking a punter this year?
Them boys need a running back. Straight up. I mean, they also probably need another receiver, but they definitely need a running back. So I'm going with the next best in the draft. Amari Hampton, running back, North Carolina.
Solid player, man. We talked about him last night. Guy's a real physical back. Basically runs with his head up,
Yep.
And can basically he can pound the ball. He's a hell of a running back from North Carolina. I wish they would have had more O-line this year. North Carolina been a hell of a lot of more would have had a hell of a lot more wins.
Yeah.
But I do love that. And I'm gonna stay on the offensive side too, Pooh. Just like you said, Dallas needs a wide receiver to be somebody that's gonna be opposite of CeeDee Lamb. So I think you already took him, but I'm gonna take McMillan, the wide receiver from Arizona.
Yep.
That'll give Dallas more depth as far as in receiving. So I like them. He's got big size, man, and he's got elite ball skills. So got great hands. So I like McMillan going to Dallas Cowboys.
All right, the Dolphins are on the clock. You want to go first this time?
I can go first, man. I think you already had picked it. So especially, I guess with Jalen Ramsey. Pooh, grab me another drink. I'll go ahead, Pooh. I guess with the Jalen Ramsey, they trying to explore some trade options with him.
Yep.
And once again, he's an OG too, but can still play good ball.
You remember where he played, huh?
What's that?
You remember where he played, huh?
What is that?
I don't know.
But they need to boost the pass rush, man. They kind of hurting on the edge. So I think with Jalen Phillips and Chop Robinson that plays, Chop Robinson will probably get a little bit of more playing time. They do run a lot of 4-3 defense at Miami.
T.
So yes, on the bottom. So I like Jalen Walker, Pooh. I know you had picked him before. Linebacker / edge. Kind of a big guy, kind of small. I guess a little bit on the edge, but real fast, man. Can get around the corner. Real damn good ball player. So I like Miami taking Jalen Walker at 13.
I'm going O lineman because look, who does Miami need to protect the most? I'm asking you.
What's that?
Who does Miami need to
A
protect?
Hall, bro. They need to protect Tua. I mean, how many concussions he had?
One more concussion, he might be.
Yeah, he might be Dunzo, man.
You know?
He might be Dunzo.
I'm going Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle, Texas.
Like that.
All right. The Colts on the clock.
I'll take this one. Colts got a lot of playmakers, man, at receiver and running back, but the tight end is a missing piece. So this guy, he's a big time playmaker. Can get down the field real fast, big catch radius, awesome player. Can actually outrun linebackers. Can get in the secondary easily. I like Colston Loveland, man, from Michigan, tight end, going to the Colts.
Oh.
Going to the Colts.
I'm definitely with you on the tight end. And I actually picked this guy last night for the Colts. Well, yesterday afternoon. And yeah, I'm with you with tight end, but I'm with Tyler Warren from Penn State.
Yeah.
So, and look, either one of these guys is good. Either one of these guys can help you. I just, I don't know. I had Warren last night, so I'm sticking with him.
I'm
sticking with him.
I don't think Tyler Warren's gonna be there at that pick, too. I think he's gonna be snatched up before.
We'll see. Shit, we might snatch him up.
Yeah, you never know. I think tonight's gonna be a badass draft. We watching it on TV, man. Look at the folks out there. It's ridiculous.
I would love to make one of them one day.
I know.
All right. The Falcons are on the clock. The Falcons need defense.
But you know what? Their secondary, their corners, they do play a lot of nickel. They safeties are badass. They need interior, and they need some edge rushers. Man, last year they barely got to the quarterback, and that was a lot of reasons why. If you look at the Atlanta scores last year, they had to either always come back, or it was either a 30-27 or a 27-35 game. And I think you already picked them.
Falcons definitely need defense.
Yeah, I like Mikael Williams, the edge coming from Georgia. I think Atlanta's gonna scoop him up.
All right.
He's dynamic, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, the Falcons definitely need defense. So I'm also going edge. But obviously I already drafted him.
Yep.
So we're going Shamar Stewart, edge, Texas A&M. That's my pick. The Cardinals on the clock. Cardinals need offensive line, edge, wide receiver.
I'll take that one too, Pooh, if you want to. Even though he's coming off an injury, Cat can play, man. He was with the champions this year. I think with Arizona Cardinals, I think of course they need quarterback protection. You know, the little midget running back there for his life. I like Josh Simmons, offensive tackle from Ohio State. I think they want to beef up that O-line. So I like Josh Simmons going pick 16 to the Cardinals.
I'm with you. Their number one need is offensive line. And like you said, you got to protect your quarterback.
Absolutely.
So I'm with you. Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State. Speaking of needing offensive line, Cincinnati Bengals on the clock. they also need everything on defense. This this analysis I'm looking at on teams' most needs, it says front seven. That means offensive line, linebackers. Defensive line, linebackers. They need everybody. Offensive. So, like you said, you want to protect Joe Burrow, but this is what I was talking about earlier. If you have an offense that scores 30 and your defense gives up 31, it's not good.
Yeah.
And there were many times last year where Joe Burrow put up all kind of points and the defense gave up more. So, shit.
I don't think we picked one player the same. Well, yeah, Cam Ward. Yeah, Cam Ward.
No, the last pick.
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, sure.
So we'll go Walter Nolan, defensive line, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Yep.
They needed, like I always said, I've said twice before far in this draft.
Yeah.
You need to be able to pressure opposing quarterback.
Yeah. And especially with the offense, them bringing T. Higgins back, the offense is still there with Joe Burrow, right?
Yes.
And mixing in the background, they still lethal. So I think they need to go defense on this one. This is going to be a crazy pick, Pooh. This guy actually played at Marshall, which they don't play hella competitors, but at the end of the day, this cat led the FBS last year with 17 sacks. He's an edge rusher, man, coming from Marshall, the junior. Big cat. I like Mike Green going to the Bengals. Mike Green with Marshall.
All right. Pick 18. Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks.
This is where
you got to realize who they just got too.
So your quarterback in Seattle are Sam Darnold, Drew Lock, and Sam Howell.
And you know Sam Darnold is legit when he's got weapons. Look what he did last year.
Sam Darnold was a fluke last year.
Oh, man.
I mean, I don't know how you can look at your quarterback room and look, I know I said it for the Saints, but go defense. But hey, Shedeur slides from a top 10 pick to you at 18.
Wow.
I'm going with it.
Shedeur to the Seattle
quarterback.
I think if Shedeur does go to the Seattle, he's going to sit.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah, he'll sit. I think Shedeur is ready to play, but
obviously you want to groom him for a couple years.
And man, they just paid Sam Darnold a shitload of money.
I don't think they paid him that much.
Well, they had to recoup that cap from the Vikings, right? So it ended up costing them a boatload of money. But I do like with them bringing Sam Darnold in. I think I need to stay offense with Jackson Smith. What's his name? Nick Jigba, wide receiver with Seattle. I think now you need to bring in somebody. And actually, these two cats played at Ohio State a couple years. And but I like Emeka Egbuka, that wide receiver from Ohio State.
Hey,
give Sam Darnold a little bit more weapons. So I'm going wide receiver Emeka Egbuka to Seattle.
Tampa Bay Bucks on the clock. I hate picking our enemies' teams because I would pick like the last person in the draft and their first round pick.
Yeah,
but
and Tampa Bay with Todd Bowles, he's a defensive guru.
They need a cornerback
and a head coach. So
they need a cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going Jody Barron, cornerback, Texas.
Nice. Which we'll see. I got him down, but there's talk that he might not make it to 19. And I'm like you. I think they need to go cornerback. I like Will Johnson, cornerback for Michigan. Um,
Will Johnson's gonna be going way before.
yeah, I think he will be, but I got him down at 19. So, yep, Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan.
I wouldn't be mad if he slid
He
to
can
9.
ball.
I wouldn't be mad if we took him at 9.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah.
All right. Denver Broncos on the clock. Denver needs running back, wide receiver, cornerback. It's time.
Man, they heard that running back last
You
year.
know. Running backs left. Travion might
You know, Sean Payton's offense runs.
Yeah.
He needs a good running back because they'll do a lot of screenplay. You know, so
I kind of like Travion here, but I don't know how you pass up Matthew
Golden, wide receiver from Texas.
I'm gonna go Matthew Golden, wide receiver, Texas.
Nice. All right, I'm going running back, just like you said. I think you picked him before. Omarion Hampton, North Carolina running back, and like we said it before. This cat is physical, man. This cat is a baller. So Denver's in need of they need a running back, especially like with the schemes that Sean Payton runs, like he did with the Saints. So I like Omarion Hampton. He's got good hands coming out the back. Always had good hands when he was at North Carolina, and I think Denver's going to like that, and they definitely need to go running back. So I'm going Omarion Hampton, North Carolina running back at number 20, going to Denver.
All right. Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock. You know what they need.
Henderson's still out there too.
Pittsburgh needs a quarterback. I'm going with them.
And they're getting old. You going to Jackson Dart?
I'm going back-to-back quarterbacks. Jackson Dart, Ole Miss quarterback, Pittsburgh Steeler.
He'll be at the Saints, boo.
All right, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. So I'm going defense on this one. With T.J. Watt and Cameron Hayward's going into his 14th, 15th year. I think they need to bring somebody in there because, of course, you know, with their head coach, it's all about defense, a little bit of offense. It's their defense that wins games for those guys. So I like Shamar Stewart, edge rusher for Texas A&M, going to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. Chargers on the clock. Chargers need
offense.
defensive line, wide receiver, tight end, running back. Yeah, you need some help out there, but
you need offense with Herbert, man. Herbert's hurting. He needs some offense players.
So let's give him a new target. And I'm going to go with the tight end you picked earlier. Colston Loveland.
Loveland?
Tight end, Michigan.
Nice.
To the Chargers.
You know, Pooh, we don't look alike, but we think alike. I'm going tight end also. And I'm going tight end also because, man, look, at the end of the day, Herbert needs some help. What a talented player. I think Jim Harbaugh, he's a player's coach, man. They love him. So I'm going tight end, and I'm going Mason Taylor, tight end from LSU.
Bruh.
Going to the Los Angeles Chargers, baby.
That's a stretch, especially with you still have
That's a money maker right there, boy. If I was in a draft pool,
I might go bet it as soon as we're done, just for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
Like my $5.
Good player, Pooh. I mean, look what he did at
definitely a
LSU.
good player. But
I mean, hell, what he beat? What game that was? He caught that touchdown against Alabama.
Good NFL genes.
He was, and I hate to say that, but with Nussmeier, when Taylor played with Jaden Daniels, he was so much better of a tight end.
Oh yeah.
You know, had a better year with Jaden Daniels than what he did with Nussmeier this year.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, the Packers on the board.
Yep.
D-line, wide receiver, edge.
Yeah. So we all know Jair Alexander is pretty much he's trade speculation right now too. So he missed some games last year, so I think maybe Green Bay's looking at getting some cap money from Jair Alexander, which when he's healthy, he's a hell of a player. So I'm going cornerback right here, man. I like Maxwell Hairston, cornerback from Kentucky. Kid can ball, big tall kid, got long arms. He can run with the best of them. And I think the combine for a cornerback, he ran like a 4.56. So he's got speed. He'll probably be a good nickel, good corner on that Nichols defense. So I like Maxwell Hairston going to the Green Bay Packers.
All right, I'm going D-line. We're going to pass up a few because I like Kenneth Grant, defensive lineman from Michigan. Boom, headed to Green Bay. Lock it in. Minnesota Vikings. Vikings need a safety, a cornerback, edge. Vikings need a defense.
Yeah, and we talked about it. So they won 14 freaking games last year with Sam Darnold. He gets traded. So, but they need to improve on the defense. Minnesota's defense was outstanding, but they're going to be missing a little bit with Brian Flores' defense. I think we need to go. I'm going. You picked them. I'm going. Jahdae Barron, defensive back from Texas. A lot of upsides with that kid, man.
All right, I'm going safety. Malachi Starks from Georgia.
Badass player.
Houston on the clock. Houston needs offensive line, wide receiver, DB. What you got?
I'm going offensive line. Just like you just said. They need to do a little overhauling. With CJ Stroud back there, kid's phenomenal, man. His pass completions kind of failed because the O-line got hurt last year. But when he had a good O-line, goddamn, he had 70, 75, 76, 77% rate of passing. Was just phenomenal. So I like Donovan Jackson, the interior O-line for Ohio State.
I'm with you. I'm going the same pick. But I'm going Tyler Booker from Alabama. You know them Alabama boys.
Oh yeah.
If you play at Alabama, you
can play.
You can play in the NFL.
There ain't no doubt about it.
All right. The Rams are on the clock.
You want this one or what?
Los Angeles Rams need DB, linebacker, offensive line. I'll go first. I'm going to go Jihad Campbell, linebacker from where I just said, Alabama. Probably the best linebacker in this draft.
Yep, so I had him a little bit before you. Well,
let's go.
With the remaining life that Matthew Stafford's got, I think we need for them to have another chance with Matthew Stafford. I mean, he's getting to the age now where, and I hate to say it, the guy can still throw it, he can still spin it, but at the end of the day, he's going to need a little bit of help. And then they brought in Devontae Adams, came from the Jets this year, so the Rams brought him in, and then of course with Puka Nacua, phenomenal. And then they got rid of what's the white kid's name?
Oh yeah, with the beard.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Brain fart.
Yeah. They got rid of him this year.
The fantasy
guru. Killer. Goddamn, forget his name. But anyway,
all right.
I like, and you already picked them, Pooh. I I like Matthew Golden going to Texas, wide receiver going to the Rams, give Matthew Stafford a little bit more upsize and a little bit more threats downfield, which it'd be a complimentary deal for him, especially with Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. So I can see a kid like Matthew Golden going in there and playing a lot of slot receiving, big hand kid. So I like Matthew Golden going to the Rams there, Pooh.
All right, the Ravens on the clock. Ravens need DB, edge, offensive lineman. So I'll go edge. Mike Green from Marshall.
That's who I picked earlier.
Yep.
All right, so we all know Baltimore Ravens defense. They play, man. They ball out. They've always balled
Not
out.
like the Ray Lewis's defense.
Yeah, not like the Ray Lewis's defense, and I get it, but and that's what made them so deadly, right? So with alongside in the secondary with Kyle Hampton, I'm going safety, Pooh. I'm going Malachi Starks, safety from Georgia. I think you picked him 4 or 5, a couple picks ago. I like Baltimore Ravens. You got offense. You don't have to do anything on offense. You got King. You got Lamar Jackson. So I think they go defense. I like the safety, Malachi Starks, going to the Baltimore Ravens.
All right, Detroit. We're about to wrap this up. We got 5 picks left. Detroit Lions on the clock. Detroit needs edge and O lineman. Pretty much lineman.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe this guy slipped this far in the draft, but he played at a small school, but he's big and he impressed at the combine. So I'm going Gray Zabel, offensive lineman, North Dakota State.
Nice. So we all know Detroit puts up numbers. Their offense last year was phenomenal. That's what led them to the wins that they had last year. I think there's some bigger needs that they need in the trenches. There was a lot of long ball throwing that they did last year. I think they need a slot receiver that can come in there, run those 5 and 10 yards, still have upsides, still be big, can still take linebacker hits, get up, get back in the huddle. So alongside with Amon-Ra St. Brown, I like him in the slot or maybe on the edge as a wide receiver. I like Luther Burden, wide receiver from Missouri.
Luther.
Big kid.
Right. Washington on the clock. Edge, DB, wide receiver. I'm going to go edge because I really like this kid from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going James Pierce Jr., edge rusher from Tennessee.
Nice. Like it. I'm going the same way with you, Pooh. Dan Quinn, he's head coach now, but he comes from the defensive side. So I like that too, Pooh. I think their offense is there with Jaden Daniels, with the numbers they put up last year. Hell, they made a run in the playoffs. I think they're going to go defense too, and I like the edge rusher too. And I like JT Talamalu from Ohio State, edge rusher, going to Washington Commanders.
All right. Buffalo Bills on the clock. Buffalo DB, wide receiver, D-line. I'll go first, and I like I'm going to go wide receiver.
Buffalo Bills?
Yep. Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver, Ohio State. Lock it in.
Nice. All right, so I think I'm going defense. I think the offense is there with the Bills. Every freaking year with Josh Allen, they're deep into the playoffs. I think they'll go defense on this, and I like the defensive tackle Kenneth Grant which is freaking phenomenal with Michigan. So I'm gonna take Kenneth Grant going to the Buffalo Bills on the defensive side.
Kenneth Grant. All right. Kansas City Chiefs on the clock. Pretty good defense last year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Solid team. I mean, hell, offense, defense.
Probably the best quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah, I mean, you can say that.
You got some solid running backs. You got some solid receivers. Defense was good last year. I think I just said that, but hey, why not beef up that protection a little more?
Absolutely. That's what we thinking alike, huh?
We're going Josh Conley Jr., offensive tackle, Oregon.
That's my pick. Same shit. OT from Oregon, big kid. And actually he played against Abdul Carter with Penn State last year and held them to no sacks and no pass rush. So I like it too, Pooh. I'm going Josh Conley Jr.
All right. Philly. Last pick, final pick. Like, what do they need? The only person you lost, I think, was
they need defense. So they lost Josh Sweat.
Yeah, that's true.
They lost Josh Sweat and then
Big Mouth.
And then Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith was injured, and I think he's coming off an injury. So
they lost Big Mouth CD Deuce, which is his mouth was his best asset. So for my last pick in the first round, we'll replace CD Deuce.
Going cornerback.
Nick Imawari.
Nice.
Safety, South Carolina.
All right, good.
CD Deuce was more of a safety than a.
I'm gonna stay on the defensive side, Pooh.
And I just got an A.
Nice.
For that.
I'm going on the defensive side too. Like I said, with Josh Sweat, he departed in free agency. There was a lot of Eagles defense that freaking pretty much hauled ass. And with Nolan Smith coming off, they're gonna need some pass rush help. So I like James Pierce Jr. at Tennessee, edge rusher going to Philly.
Nice. All right, that was our first round mock. We got about 35 minutes before the draft start. If you didn't watch this live, I doubt you will see it before the draft because it got to upload to YouTube. But hey, you can watch it tomorrow. You know who we picked. And anything else?
That's it. We good.
We good.
We'll be doing some shows for sure.
Come tell everybody bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Catch Your Stash. We'll be back. Who that? Real loud.
Who that?
Who that? Let's go Saints. Let's go watch this draft. Eat some gumbo that your wife cooked. She said she ain't cooking for 2 days, for a week or whatever. I don't know. But, hey, who's your favorite uncle? Nice. All right, we love y'all. And as always, peace.
Love.
And picks. Go stop the camera.
What's the grade at, Pooh?
Shot the finger. The X.
What's the grade at?